All right, structure of the speech, it's going to start on international aid, like a little bit of weighing, and then their case. Is everyone ready? Perfect. In that case, time begins now. The place you're voting for the neg in this debate is on international aid. Currently, the US is the top provider of foreign aid in terms of food and water to these developing countries. That's crucial as Residues finds that single-use plastics are used in 90% of this packaging as alternatives are 5 times the cost and 5 times as pollutant. By banning it, you risk 3 billion people not being able to get the food aid that they need. Their only response is that we can send money, but they don't respond to the 3 reasons we tell you that doesn't work. First, they're both not mutually exclusive. Second, when a country is under a crisis, such as a war or a famine, no matter how much money you give them, they do not have the infrastructure, the resources, and cannot afford to try to farm their own food. And third, oftentimes when you give governments money, it doesn't even trickle down to the people. That's why when you look at this debate, when you're looking at the safety of the people that they tell you to prioritize, you're going to prioritize the 3 billion people who are starving and need the food aid that the US provides in these developing countries. On the economy, if you're looking at the economy, you're going to see that alternatives are 5 times the cost, which is why you can never vote for the F. But let's talk about their specific arguments. Remember that they drop offshoring, which is where companies move to other countries without strict regulations once they have regulations in their own country. And that is always associated with a 43% increase in emissions due to these less strict regulation. So again, if you look at the people, you're not voting for F because you're making the environment and greenhouse gas emissions worse. But on obesity, remember that there's many other causes to overconsumption. They still have not provided a reason why it's specific to plastic and not other marketing or other alternative packaging. But second, remember that the most significant factors of microplastics and these other chemicals are not even plastics. It's things like tire dust and textiles. When you look at this debate round, you're voting for 3 billion people. You're voting for the neg for Richard Montgomery.